Hello, I'm Roger Cox. But those of you who follow me, you already know that, right? But I'm Roger Cox. Hey, I wanted to pass on a couple things that I learned. Like I didn't learn them actually. They were pointed out to me again, and there's some tips, some things that will help you to make your online marketing easier, to make you successful with it. And actually, it's also going to help you in your general life because it's a couple things that it's just some things that we need to do to be successful. So I'm just going to dive right into it. I hope you get some value out of this. When we're young, when we're in grade school or we're in high school, we're doing a lot of learning. We're getting in a lot of information. We're learning a lot, and we begin thinking, I'm really getting tired of all this reading and all this studying. And when I graduate, I'm done. I'm not going to open another book. And too often, that's the thought pattern that we have. And the sad thing is, it sounds foolish, but the sad thing is, but that's exactly what a lot of times we do, when we do get out into the real world. There are so many people who never open another book once they get out of school. And those who do open a book, the things that they are reading are for entertainment. It's fiction, or it's for light reading, or it's things that to make us feel good. It's entertaining. But how many of us actually set aside some time to read, to learn something, to study something? And so we need to be willing to learn. And if there's really no excuse for not doing it. Back in the old days, back when I was young, there wasn't a lot of resources. You had your school books, and you can go to the library. And so the resources were somewhat limited. They were there. You could still learn if you wanted to, if you searched out the resources. But today, with the technology and the information technology that we have today, there is no excuse anymore for not being able to learn something new or to study something. It's the resources, the information is all around us with just a punch of a finger. Just through technology, you can continue to learn. And you don't have to put your learning on hold just because you've graduated from your high school, from your college or something. So if you do indeed stop learning, if you stop studying, if you stop reading, you're really stifling your potential to go on and to do other things. You're not growing anymore. And on the other hand, if you do continue to learn and to study, especially if you're learning and studying things that you didn't know before, it opens up a whole new world for you. And who knows what you might find there. So the number one tip, is just continue to be a student. Continue to learn. Don't settle for just doing the entertainment stuff. Forget, you can read the comics, but read something besides the comics. Find something that you might be interested in and just study and learn. And that's true not only in your everyday life, but it's especially true if you're building an online marketing business, because things change so much. And that brings me to the next tip, which is be willing to adapt. Because particularly in online business, with the internet, things change so rapidly. You already know that. It's hard to keep up with all the advances, and what worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. And the exciting thing is that in the future, in tomorrow, there may be some new possibilities for you. There may be some new potentials, but you need to be willing to get out of your comfort zone a little bit and to stretch a little bit and to explore some of those possibilities. So you're going to need to be able to just be willing to adapt, even if it's uncomfortable at first, because that's how we learn. When we learn, we become uncomfortable. We're learning new things. It's something that's not familiar to us. And so we learn these new things, and it's uncomfortable. When you were learning how to walk, it didn't really feel good to bang your head on the coffee table every time you fell down, But you learned to walk. It was hard at first. It was painful maybe at times, but you learned, and now because you can walk, you can do all kinds of things. Your potential just exploded. So be willing to adapt. And that might mean if you're used to doing network marketing or your online marketing in one particular way, as things change, you might need to think about, you might need to do it a little different way. There might be some new things that you can do. There might be some things that you're doing now that aren't going to continue to work for you in the future. And so you're going to need to be willing to adapt and to move on with the times. And that takes going back to learning and studying, seeing what's out there, seeing what the trends are, and just moving on from there. And learning and adapting and getting out of your comfort zone. So those are the two big ones. Let me just look here. We already, there goes my phone again. Sorry about that. I'm going to ignore it. But you need to learn to think outside the box. A lot of times, for example, I know some people, some older guys like me, who are being downsized from their job, and they don't know what to do. All their life they've been in this particular occupation, this particular business, and now it's been taken away from them. They don't know what to do, and they're not used to thinking outside the box or adapting. So the first thing they try to do is to try to find another job just like the one they have. And some of them are going to find jobs, but a lot of them, the technology has moved on, the industry's moved on, and they won't find another job quite like the one that they had. So they need to learn how to think outside the box, look at some new potentials, and maybe, just maybe, being an entrepreneur might be something that they can do. So that's my video today. I'm sorry about all the interruptions and the phone going off in the background. It just kind of rattled me a little bit and got me a little, I lost my focus for a bit there. But think about these. They're things that can make you more successful with your online business and in just life in general. Keep on learning, keep on studying, think outside the box. Be willing to adapt to new things as they come along. And that's it. Those are my tips for you today. I hope this was valuable to you. I would really love it if you would pass this on to people. If you've been thinking in the back of your mind that you might like to try something different, with your employment, with your online business. Maybe your online business is not doing as well as what you would like. Maybe it's time to look at it from a different angle, to get some different perspective on it, and see what there might be that you can do just a little bit differently to be more successful. That's my video. Hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you later at a different time. Bye.